Monsoon Cloud is a song about a journey that I took with my wife to Nepal. Um, my wife has spent lots of time in Nepal. She's practically Nepali at this point. And she's traveled all over the country and has really immersed herself in Nepali culture, um, ways of life, beliefs, and it's really like her deep, deep love, you know. And I've been very privileged over the years to have traveled there with her a few times. She's taken me over there 3 or 4 times, and it's become like a home for me as well. But I had never been to the villages of Nepal. And my wife has always referred to them as like, that's the real Nepal. That's where the magic is. And I want to take you. I want to take, you know, for so long. But whenever I would go with her, time wouldn't allow me to make that journey with her to go out into the villages until recently, our most recent trip there. We ended up going to Nepal to participate in our friend's health camp. Our friend Himalayan Quests, they have an incredible group of people that go out into these villages and provide service for these villagers, whether it be medical or structural, food, whatever it may be. And this particular camp was for cataracts, was for the eyes, because a lot of villagers, they have lots of problems with their eyes, and it's a very simple procedure for them to be, their vision to be fixed. So anyway, we traveled out of Kathmandu. We took a bus for about 7 or 8 hours in extreme, like, dusty dirt roads. Like, it was the monsoon at that time, so everything's wet and muddy, and like it was a long, bumpy bus ride. But the further we got out, you know, the further I was like, wow, this is, I'm in a different place, you know. And we ended up driving up these mountain roads, and we eventually stopped at this, you know, on the side of the road. That's it. And I thought, oh, we're here, you know. And they go, no, now we have to walk, you know, like 3 hours into this village. And I was like, wow, this is wild, you know. And it was just an incredible experience to make the journey, you know, through the forest into this village, Shorshu, in Rasua district. You know, the fog was rolling in and out, you know, you'd be walking for miles, and all of a sudden a villager would like appear out of the fog and namaste, and continue on. You're just like, where are you going? You know, what is your reality? You know, it was just really far out, really awesome. And anyway, we arrived at this village and participated in this health camp. And the amazing thing about doing this was, you know, there's no telephones up there, there's no email, there's no nothing. People communicate through word of mouth. And so as we're walking into this village, you know, our friend and guide is any villager he passes, he says, oh, come tomorrow, you know, this village, we have these 2 doctors with us, we're doing a health camp. And then that villager tells another villager this and this, and eventually the word spreads. And that next day, hundreds of people, these villagers, came from all over that area, walked for hours, for miles, you know, just to get their eyes checked or have their loved ones' eyes checked. And because of that, we saw so many different flavors of the village, and I was just thrown into this environment that was just so simple and pure and magical, and it was just really amazing. It was really, really amazing. But the deeper thing about it was I felt like I was meeting my wife again, in a way, or on a deeper level, or almost like meeting like her essence, because this was her place, you know, this was her deep love that she has been talking about for so many years and has been supporting for so many years. And it was just wild for me to have, been married to her for so many years. To have that feeling of meeting her again was really beautiful for me. And so the song is like a love song, and it's, I could see the mountains written on your skin. They were telling me something of where you've been. I was thinking about all these different, I had a little bit more of a picture of all these other stories she was relating to, and so I just felt like I was, just falling in again, and so it's kind of like an ode to her and to her love for Nepal, and those people. It also contains the experience of that journey to that village, it's just a song for her. I'm with you all of my days, monsoon cloud.